Hey guys, welcome back to the United Star. The ESL is still very much on according to Florentino Perez. However, we are talking about the big six English clubs, and I have got Sid from Citizens Mumbai with me to discuss about this ESL. So, Sid, just getting straight into it. When the ESL was announced last weekend, how did you react, and how did all the fans of Manchester City react?
I mean, I was astonished, honestly. I was shocked that I'm getting to live in such a time where football has become this a commercial sport completely. I was absolutely astonished. So my first reaction was that this is unfair towards teams like Leicester City, towards teams like West Brom, not West Brom, sorry, West Ham, I would say, and the other small teams that want to make it big, because they don't have any option. I mean, five places, that's it. You're giving only five places for promotion in the top five leagues in the ESL. And I knew when I read that Florentino Perez, of course, and Ed Woodward are a big part of it. Then I started connecting the dots, saying that, "Arey, हाँ, ये तो है ही पैसे के बंदे." Obviously, they will try to pull off some things like this. I was more shocked that City also played a major part, but nothing was confirmed yet when it had come, because City never really like how other how other teams like Arsenal, etc. They confirmed that they are going to be a part of ESL. City did not release an official statement then, so
Hmm.
I wasn't too fine with this. Is this actually true? Is City actually a part of ESL?
Hmm.
Then when City released the official club statement that they have started withdrawing, they have started proceedings to withdraw from ESL. That's when I got calmed down and I got clear. Then the whole mess ended, and I'm very happy that the fans have come through. I think they deserve a big round of applause. This is for the fans. We have brought the game back. We have not let it die, and I think it's pretty awesome that ESL does not exist anymore, and it should not ever exist.
Right, I completely agree with you and salute to all the fans who stood up. City, United, Liverpool. We kept our rivalry aside, and United, I think for the very first time, I've seen something of such a scale. But coming to this, like fair play to City, you left. You were the first clubs to leave the ESL, but should you forgive your owners for actually taking part in the ESL? Now, I know that City owners have done so much for the club, but to even think about doing this, should the owners be forgiven? Would you, as a City fan, forgive your owners?
Yes, actually, it's interesting when you ask me that question, because I personally feel that our owners thought that since everybody is saying yes, might as well we also say yes, because we don't want to be the only team that doesn't play European football, right? So I think that my club followed the herd mentality and joined the ESL as compared to
Hmm.
your club, say, because you are the founding members. Manchester United was the founding members. And obviously, you will have much more hatred towards the Glazers than I do towards my own Sheikh Mansour, because they have done such a bad job maintaining your club and giving you all the resources you all have wanted for so long. So yes, I completely forgive my owners, because I have they have done so much more for my club. Right, this is
Hmm.
a small mistake which I can let go of. Max to
Right.
max, you're gonna get fined like 2 million, $3 million, and which is like pennies for us. So it's not that big of a deal for my club. But like coming towards clubs like Real Madrid, Juventus, and United, of course, I think you all have a very big. You all should have a very big hatred towards your club owners, because that's not acceptable. So yeah, that's where I stand with this.
I completely agree with you. But do you think that this whole, just fining, apparently UEFA has come, apparently it's being said that UEFA is not going to put any sanction on these clubs. Now, I know you forgive your owners, but should they be punished? I mean, our club 100% needs to be punished, because we were the founding members of this. The Glazers are greedy. There are words that I would not use, but they are supremely greedy. But would you agree with the punishment? And would you think do you think that a points deduction would be much more heavier a punishment than just asking for a couple of million bucks from the owners?
I think it all comes down to the generosity of the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League. I think it's whatever they say. I mean, like I think relegation would be a bit too much. I don't think you'll deserve to get relegated, but a points reduction or something, or a hefty fine would I think would suffice, because technically, like, you cannot be penalized. That's my opinion, obviously, that like the Premier League has no right to like penalize you for trying to join a new league.
Hmm.
Like I mean, like it's not like Manchester United Premier League, but the English Premier League owns the rights of Manchester United, right? So there's nothing wrong with me starting a new league because the Premier League doesn't own the rights of Manchester United and other clubs in it, right? They just
Hmm.
own their own rights.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that big of a heavy punishment is required. But I think a points deduction would do and a massive fine. But relegation is a bit too much. That's what I think.
Of course, relegation is going to be too much, as assuming you guys are going to be the champions of England unless you guys bottle it like we did in 2012.
Hmm.
But what do you think about this whole big six in the in English football? Do you agree with it? Do you think it's just like this term made up by the media, or do you actually agree that there is actually this big six, the superior force in the Premier League? Because personally, for me, I think there are bigger clubs which do not get mentioned. Like, with all due respect to Spurs and all that, I think there are bigger clubs than them. Like Leeds United is a much bigger club than Tottenham Hotspur at the moment. I mean, of course, they've been relegated and they've come back. But do you agree with this whole big six scenario?
So in terms of agreement right now, it's all about the quality of players that are there in these clubs, and that all comes down. That all correlates to the financial fair play, which I think is interesting. So I personally think that players should be given wage caps and transfer caps, like budgets. Like you cannot. That's the whole agenda, right? So all these big clubs keep consuming the small clubs. Look at
Mm,
Liverpool and Southampton, for example. The reason why could you have imagined how I think Southampton would easily be in the top four, top six, top four, even top three, even with the
mm.
likes of Mane, Van Dijk, and the other players that Liverpool has got from
Luke
them.
Shaw.
Luke Shaw, even yeah. Southampton is a brilliant club that makes such good footballers, the quality football. I think it's the Dortmund of
English football.
Football. English football. Yeah, so that's how the term mentality Big Six comes in because clubs like us, clubs like United, Liverpool, even Chelsea, even like by
Mm,
giving away loans and then taking back,
mm,
we sort of consume these smaller clubs and
mm,
we don't let them be as good as they can be. I mean,
mm,
of course, there's an exception of the 2015-16 season where Leicester City won it all and
mm.
surprised us all. And that should happen again. I think that was a very good season of Premier League to watch. I did not mind City not winning the Premier League season at all because Leicester City won it. And
Right.
yeah, and even Spurs, for example. I mean, Spurs has done a great job when Mauricio Pochettino was in charge. They
Mm.
did a great job of tying down these big players with the
Uh,
contracts. Like Son got a big contract, Kane got a big contract, even Eriksen got a good contract, but he left. He chose to leave. But they have a very solid team like Alderweireld, even Walker was a part of it. Lloris, they have a good team, and they have tied these players down with such heavy contracts. And I think other small clubs like Leeds, like West Ham, like Burnley, they should implement this idea of keeping their big name signings in order to push for the top six challenge and not selling
right.
players off.
And I
That's
think
what I feel.
this season we are seeing something which was close to the Leicester City title-winning season. I think
Yeah.
West Ham this season have been brilliant. Suchek,
Mhm.
Rice, that midfield has been so good. Um,
You're forgetting the goat. You're
Lingard. Oh
forgetting
yes,
the greatest of
Lingard.
all time, Lingard, Jesse Lingard, the future Ballon d'Or.
Hands up. Yeah, I,
How
I expected this. I expected Lingard to do well because, West Ham, when teams play West Ham, they generally leave those spaces open, and Lingard is very good at, finding those space. But
that's
my
true.
final question to you is, after this whole ESL furor, do you find yourself holding hands with, Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, United fans, and helping them in their battle against these owners who are trying to destroy football?
I mean, personally, like that's a very interesting question. Like yeah, I am united with all those fans against this league, but that doesn't mean I'm against their owners because if you go to see like they are you the thing the quality like the situation that your owners have put you all in has been of advantage to my club as well, right? So obviously, like if you all would have signed Jadon Sancho in the summer that you all signed Edinson Cavani, maybe you all would have been winning the league instead of us. But since Ed Woodward refused to pay that extra 120 million in one shot, Your Dortmund refused to give you Jadon Sancho,
Uh,
and that could have, like, if Sancho would have joined United, God knows what would have happened. Man. You all would have been winning. You all would have been in our place for Champions League. So in a way, technically, your see, I'm first a football fan, right? Football comes first, then comes me being a City fan. All right. So obviously, I'm still a City fan. So when it comes to the CSL, I'm completely with you. I hate it. I don't want it. I despise it. But when it comes to the battle against your owners have helped City to reach where they are in some way. Some way, I would say, by this example I gave you. So I'm sorry, bro. Like I can't help you with that. I'm rooting for your owners to stay so that they bamboo you and they don't give you the funds you require to sign big players. And our owners are always generous and we keep winning.
Anyways, they're not giving the funds. I don't think they'll ever give it. Anyways, thank you so much, man, for coming on. Guys, do put it in the comments what you think about what Manchester City should do with their owners. I mean, I kind of agree with Sid because I think Sheikh Mansour, what he's done for Man City, I think that is really commendable. And banter aside, I think City are one of the best teams in the world right now. So look,
I've made a
I
Manchester United fan say that.
yeah,
My job is
it's
done.
hard for me. It was a very hard pill for me to swallow, man. But I have to accept it because look, personally, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think he's doing a very good job at Manchester United, despite what we said at the beginning of, despite a shit show that was there in the summer transfer window. But we are nowhere close to winning a title, and the fact that he's in second, clear of third, fourth place, I think that's very good. But hands down, City are the best team this season, and they have Chelsea and City have been the best teams for the last decade. Anyways, man, thank you so much for coming on. That was a really, really, really hard pill for me to swallow. Thank you so much for
It
coming
happens.
on, man. Guys, do check out Citizens Mumbai. The link to their YouTube channel is in the description below. Follow them on Instagram. Follow Sid on Instagram. All the links will be in the description below. Thank you so much for
Thank you so much
watching.
for having me.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.